everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 809 of trying a new makeup product every day. Today I'm trying out another product from my April 2020 Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate Box, and this is from the brand Kismet, and it's the Pure Vitamin C Primer. And I'm unfamiliar with this brand Kismet, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I love finding new brands, trying out new makeup brands, and this primer sounds so nice. I love that it has vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of my favorite skincare ingredients. I use it very often. I use vitamin C serums, products like that, but the fact that my primer could also have vitamin C in it makes me really excited. But I love vitamin C because it does really brighten the skin, but it also helps to make dark spots. Like, I'm gonna have a lot of dark spots on my chin from breakouts, and it helps them fade so much faster. And my skin is struggling this week, so having some extra skincare ingredients in my makeup I think would be so beneficial. When I first unboxed this, which I will of course have my unboxing video linked in the description down below, I thought that this was a sample size, but when I looked this up on the Kismet website, this is the 10 milliliter version and this retails for $24. So this is a full-size version. They also have a 30-ish milliliter for, I forget, like, oh, it's a 30 milliliter for $46. So this is kind of an expensive brand in my opinion. So this also contains vitamin E. So the mixture of vitamin C and vitamin E is supposed to brighten, tone, nourish, and soften the skin. It's supposed to create a perfectly smooth canvas for foundation. And it's supposed to also smooth over pores and any roughness in the skin so that your makeup blends like a dream. It looks sparkly in the packaging, so I'm excited to see if there will be any sparkle when I apply it to my face. And I like that it has a little pump, so I'm gonna pump out, let's do one pump for now, and I'll apply it to half of my face and we'll see how it looks. Oh yeah, it has a pretty thick gelatin texture to it. Like, it actually kind of reminds me of like a petroleum jelly Vaseline texture, kind of like almost a greasy feel, but not like a bad feel, but very easy to blend over the skin. And no, there's no sparkle or glitter in it, even though it looks kind of shimmery in the packaging here. If anything, I feel like it's a bit mattifying. So here's the side with it versus without it. This side does look more mattified. And it's a pretty silky texture, like there's not really any tackiness, stickiness. And then I have large pores along my cheeks and my nose, and with the primer on, it didn't visibly minimize my pores, but they do look smoother. Like the side without the primer, I can see texture. On this side, I can see the pores the same size, but they look smoother. Like there is that layer of smoothness from the primer. So that looks promising. And then I'll go ahead and just one little pump is enough to do half of my face. And we'll do the other side. And we'll try it out with some foundation. And if you have watched my channel, you probably can guess exactly what foundation I am going to be trying this primer out with. It does feel pretty hydrating as well. Okay, so now that it's all applied to my face, it really, like, it's not a very light feel. It definitely has like a almost like a coating, like a layer on my skin type of feel. Like, it's not like it just drank up into my skin. It really does feel like it's sitting on top of my skin, which could be a good thing for a primer, because I do feel like I'm seeing a layer of smoothness over my pores. And if it does really smooth out my pores, then I'm gonna be really happy about that. But okay, so the foundation that I'm using this with is, of course, the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. This is the foundation that I review all of my primers with because I'm very familiar with this foundation. I know how it looks on my skin without primer, with great primers, but I also like that this is a very neutral texture type of foundation that doesn't alter the skin, so I can tell how my skin is underneath this foundation. So I'm starting out by applying it to that half of my face that I first applied the primer. And I will say it does feel like the foundation is just smoothly gliding onto the skin, just like it claimed. It really does have a very smooth canvas for applying the foundation. So I like that. I think it's applying really, really easily and really nicely. Even though it didn't have a tacky feel, I do feel like the foundation is gripping on really well, and I'm able to build up the coverage really nicely. And let's see how it is on my pores. All right, I'm looking really closely at my nose and my cheek, and it really looks completely smooth. Like you would never be able to guess that there were a lot of large pores on my cheek. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Like it looks just the same texture on my entire cheek. Whereas like I know that there are pores and there's redness, but it all just looks completely smooth. Oh, I'm so happy about that. And there's absolutely no cakiness. Okay, yeah, this is looking like a fantastic base. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. I am just absolutely loving how easily the foundation blends and smooths out on top of this primer. I just am so impressed by this smooth texture of the skin. Like the skin looks so perfectly smooth. There's no cakiness. And this foundation can look cakey if it's not on a smooth base primer. It will emphasize texture if I don't have a good smoothing, hydrating primer. But this foundation is looking perfect. It's looking exactly like skin. It's looking undetectable. And that's how I know that there is a great primer underneath. Oh my gosh, I love this combo. And if I love this combo with my e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation, then I know that I'm gonna love this primer with my other foundations. It seriously impressed me so much. The fact that it completely smoothed over my pores, but then it's also so smoothing. It seriously did everything I want my primer to do, but then it also has those skincare ingredients that I love, the vitamin C and the vitamin E, which seriously does make this a perfect primer in my opinion. I am so impressed, so happy because like I was saying, I was not happy with how my skin was looking this week, and I still will spot conceal the blemishes that are showing through, but I really feel so much better about how my skin is looking. I feel like it looks so good and I'm so relieved, and that's really thanks to this primer. Wow, I am so glad I have this now. This will become my daily primer, although I'm sure I'm going to go through it pretty quickly, but I might have to buy that bigger full-size version because this is seriously so good. And it's almost like you're combining your vitamin C serum and your primer in one, so maybe I can kind of convince myself to spend the money on it when it's really like 2 products in one and when it's so good. But so if you've tried this, I would love to hear your thoughts on it, and if you have any recommendations for other Kismet products to try out. It looked like they had some really great products on their website, and I definitely want to try out more now. And I even feel like there's this radiance to my skin as well, like some nice glow. It just looks so healthy and smooth, and I'm just so happy. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Stay safe and healthy.